ever met someone who could somehow turn every conversation into carnivore? Beautiful weather today. Absolutely. And did you know seed oils oxidize in the heat? Or maybe, how was your vacation? Fantastic. I packed 12 pounds of ribeye. Now before you start pointing fingers, I have a confession. I've been that guy. And honestly, I still absolutely love the carnivore community. In fact, I don't know if I'd still be eating this way without it. But today I want to talk about something that every community, including ours, needs to hear. Because sometimes a powerful tool can quietly become something it was never meant to be, a religion. Now stay with me, because near the end, I'm going to share 5 warning signs that your diet may have become part of your identity, instead of simply being one of the tools for better health. As many of you know, I'm a physician. Most of my medical colleagues don't eat the way I do. So in many ways, I live in a bubble. Then I attend a carnivore conference. Suddenly, I'm surrounded by people who understand. Nobody asks me, where do you get your protein? Nobody tells me, one bite of oatmeal won't hurt you. Instead, people share their stories. They've lost weight, reversed diabetes, improved autoimmune disease, reduced medications, found hope. And honestly, that's beautiful. Community matters. As human beings, we weren't designed to do life alone. The research actually agrees. Studies consistently show that people trying to lose weight or make any lasting lifestyle change are more successful when they have encouragement, accountability, and people cheering them on. That shouldn't surprise us. Think about it. If you're trying to climb a mountain, would you rather climb alone or with people pulling you upward? That's exactly what a healthy community does. It reminds you that you're not crazy. It reminds you that you're not alone. And sometimes that's exactly what you need. But every strength has weakness. Every tribe has a blind spot. And this isn't just true for carnivore, it's true for vegans, Mediterranean eaters, CrossFit enthusiasts, doctors, politicians, sports fans, human beings. You see, our brains naturally love being around people who think like we do. That's comfort in agreement. That's safety in belonging. But belonging can sometimes become believing that our group couldn't possibly be wrong. Let me give you an example. Imagine owning a hammer. It's a fantastic tool. You need to drive a nail? Perfect. But what if you start using it for everything? Need to paint the house? Hammer. Need to tighten a screw? Hammer. Need to cut a board? Hammer. Pretty soon, people would wonder if you've completely lost your mind. Yet sometimes we accidentally do exactly that with nutrition. Carnivore is an incredible tool, one of the most powerful nutritional tools I've ever seen. But it was never meant to be the answer to every single question. So, how do we know when a healthy lifestyle has quietly become an identity? I want to give you 5 questions, not to judge anyone, but to help us all, including me, do a little self-examination. Because trust me, I've caught myself drifting in this direction too. That happens when you're passionate about something that changes your life. Warning sign number 1, you become offended instead of curious. Someone asks a sincere question. Instead of thinking, that's interesting, you immediately prepare for battle. Remember, questions are not attacks. In medicine, questions are how we learn. Warning sign number 2, you automatically accept every study that agrees with you and automatically reject every study that doesn't. I've seen this on every side. Low fat, low carb, vegan, carnivore. Even physicians can fall into this trap. Science isn't about collecting evidence that supports our opinions. It's about following the evidence, even when it surprises us. Warning sign number 3, you start defending the tribe instead of seeking the truth. Here's a question I ask myself. If new evidence shows there was an even better way to help my patients, would I be willing to change? I certainly hope so, because my loyalty isn't to carnivore. My loyalty is to helping people heal. That's a very important distinction. Warning sign number 4, you start believing your tool can fix everything. Now let's have a little fun. You lost your keys. Carnivore. Bad haircut. Carnivore. Flat tire. Probably inflammation. Wi-Fi acting up, needs more ribeye. Obviously, that's ridiculous. But here's the point. Every good tool has a purpose. Sleep matters. Stress matters. Exercise matters. Healthy relationships matter. Sometimes medications matter. Sometimes surgery matters. As a physician, I don't want a bigger hammer. I want a bigger toolbox. Warning sign number 5. You stop laughing at yourself. One of the healthiest signs of confidence is humility. If I can't laugh at myself, I've probably started taking myself a little too seriously. And believe me, I've become Ribeye Rick a few times. My wife can ask me what time it is, and somehow, 5 minutes later, I'm explaining insulin. If you've done that too, welcome to the club. Here's what I hope you remember from today's video. The Carnivore community has been one of the greatest blessings in my own journey. I've made wonderful friends. I've met inspiring people. I've seen lives transformed, and I wouldn't trade that. Community is powerful. Research consistently shows that people are more successful when they're surrounded by people who encourage them, challenge them, and help them stay accountable. Never lose that. But don't let community replace curiosity. Don't let confidence replace humility. Don't let identity replace critical thinking. Because here's the truth. Truth doesn't need us to protect it. Truth welcomes questions. Truth survives testing. Truth gets stronger every time it's challenged. And that's exactly how science should work. So yes, I'm still carnivore. I still recommend it to many patients. I still believe it's one of the most powerful nutritional approaches available for the right person. But I don't follow carnivore because it's my religion. I follow it because for me and for many of my patients, it's a tool that continues to produce remarkable results. And if one day I learn something that helps my patients even more, I hope I'll always have enough humility to learn, enough courage to change, and enough wisdom to keep putting people ahead of ideology. Because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to build followers of carnivore. I'm trying to help people build healthier lives. And those are two very different missions. And if you found this video helpful, share it with someone in any health community, whether they're carnivore, keto, Mediterranean, vegan, or simply trying to eat better. I hope this message reminds them that the best communities don't ask us to stop thinking. They inspire us to keep learning. I'm Dr. Tony Hampton, and I'll see you in the next video.